The actors' strike is coming to an end, and this is big news for Power Rangers, meaning we can finally get the ball rolling with the Jonathan Entwistle reboot universe. We are going to talk about this, how it affects Power Rangers as a whole. We're going to talk about the future and even more. Let's break it down. Hit that intro, Rangers.
You are watching the Fan Club.
You're watching the Fan Club.
And you're watching the Fan Club. Do you know what time it is?
And you know what time it is.
It's time for the Fan Club. Let's go. Hey!
I can't do this on my own, cause you know things ain't always sweet when you out here in these streets. But my morpher when it morph, I made a fake one.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Fan Club. It has been a few days since I got to sit down and make a Power Ranger video, and we have some great news. The actors' strike is over. SAG-AFTRA leadership okays a tentative deal with major Hollywood studios. Hollywood actors will return to work on TV and movies. The Actors Union's negotiation team on Wednesday reached a tentative agreement with the group representing studios and streamers, ending a historic 118-day strike that began July 14th. According to an article by USA Today, the Screen Actors Guild American Federation of Television and Radio Artists agreed to a new 3-year contract with the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers, representing 8 major studios and streamers, including Disney, Warner Brothers, Discovery, Amazon, and Netflix. Yes, folks, Netflix, the same company that puts out Power Rangers. SAG announced that their strike is officially over and all picket locations are suspended. This deal will allow studios to resume production of TV shows and movies that has largely been shuttered for the past 6 months, ever since the Writers Guild of America began its own walkout on May 2nd. About 60,000 members of the union were affected by the strikes, and countless others that weren't part of the union were affected too. The union membership will schedule a vote in the coming days to formally authorize the deal, putting actors one step closer to stepping in front of the cameras again. It's likely that broadcast networks can salvage part of the 23-24 season by airing some new episodes of scripted series as early as February, while movies can restart production to fill a depleted pipeline. This is huge news, not only for everybody working in the entertainment industry, but also for Power Rangers. Our brand has been sitting in limbo for a while on this new project. Now, months ago, before the strike, we heard that they were supposed to start pre-production in November. Well, it's currently November, and we're not going to have the strike completely done for at least a couple more weeks. Like, who knows when the first day they're allowed to get back to the studios is, but that's going to happen sooner than later. Once that happens and we can get actors back, there's gonna be a lot of work to be done on things that are already like halfway done. You got to remember, there were a lot of projects that were just stopped in the middle of this. I think, is it Wicked? It was one of those movies, like a Wizard of Oz type thing. I saw like a bunch of scenes of just the set sitting there, and they're for like months now because nobody can really work on it since all of the actors and actresses were suspended. Like, everybody under SAG could not work until they got this deal taken care of. Well, it is taken care of now, and Power Rangers is on Hasbro's good guy list. They definitely are looking at Power Rangers and seeing money signs. We found out in an investor call a few weeks ago that Power Rangers came through. They were losing some money due to the actors' strike. They weren't putting out a lot of shows, stuff like that. But Power Rangers continued to keep them in the green. I thought that was pretty cool. And a lot of things are happening in the entertainment industry. So when you get something that's making you money, you gotta hold on to it. So hopefully Hasbro sees this fan base, and says, you know what, we're going to turn Power Rangers into our next Transformers. We're going to get this going. We're going to get up under it and bring this to the place that it should have been all along, man. Back in the 90s, Power Rangers was a top brand, not even just a top action brand or a top superhero brand. It was just a top 5 brand overall. They had Power Rangers everything. It kind of reminded me of the Ninja Turtles, like in the 80s, how Turtles had everything. If you wanted to market a product, you just put a Ninja Turtle on it. There was a point when you could do that with Power Rangers in the 90s. Now, time kind of wasn't the best for us, and a lot of people through time didn't know how to market it, how to treat the show, what to do with the show, what channel to put it on. Disney. There's a lot of things out there with Power Rangers where it just wasn't the people working on it. It was the times. It was sometimes it had to do with the adapted Sentai. Like, good example, Lightspeed Rescue. I thought that was a good show, and I enjoyed the show. I loved the whole trains aspect, but the toys did not sell because it was trains. And there's so many dimensions and things you have to think about with Power Rangers. And now that it's going in an original realm, I like it. I know some fans are going to be pissed, but there are other ways to kind of pay tribute to the Sentai and other projects. I think we could continue to do some adapted content. We could do an animated show where you're tapping into all of these past seasons, but then all of these Sentai suits that were never used. There's so many things that could be done, and now we have the actors strike over with. They're very close. Like, they have a deal struck. Now it's just about getting everybody back to work. But I think the future is bright for Power Rangers. If we're going to have pre-production happening in November, what are the chances that we could get some like pre-production started in January, February, or maybe March? And I know Davin commented on a video not too long ago and said if the actor strike can be resolved by the end of this month, TV shows will be able to go into production in December, and then the TV networks can salvage the TV season with a shortened season. If not, the scripted TV shows won't be able to return until the 2024-25 season. And that's pretty much what this article said here that was written yesterday. And Davin wrote this a few days ago. So shout out Davin. He saw what was coming. And we know that they were in talks for the last few months. They did meet on October 2nd, but then talks fell through and they walked away on October 11th. Then bargaining resumed on October 24th, including major executives from 4 studios. So things were trying to get done. They were trying to put the hammer down and get something rolling, because even the studios are like, hey, like, we're going to be losing money. And I said this too, if you didn't get this done before this year, you're going to be going into the 24-25 season. And they said in this article, things are running out of the pipeline. They had so much content in shows and movies that they could give you, but now it's starting to run a little empty. The tank ain't as full. So it's interesting, man. What are your thoughts about the strike? I'm so excited. Are you guys excited to see Power Rangers actually have an opportunity to do something now? For the longest time, we were restricted. It always seemed like with this Reboot Entwistle project, there's always something. Like, you had COVID, and then there was like this whole sale with Lionsgate. We didn't know where we stood. It sounds like Power Rangers is still 100% with Hasbro, and they are going to be creating that with Netflix, but by Hasbro with their own entertainment division. Unless something else comes out and says that that's wrong, that is what we've been hearing. I think the future is bright for this brand, and now that they realize that they have a diamond in the rough, let's start hammering out some details. Let's start hammering out some content, some toys. Let's salvage this, and in 2025, let's get a Power Ranger project out What are your guys' thoughts? Let me know in the comments. It felt so good to make a video today and talk about Power Rangers. I want to hear from you guys. Let us know in the comments. Shout out all of the fans out there that take the time out of their day to watch this content. You are the real MVPs and the reason why we can continue to make videos like this one. Thank y'all so much, and we'll see you next time. Peace. I want to give a special shout out to the Gold Ranger members: Anime King Nick, Chaos Draco, the Arctic Operator, Dig Wyron, Tim Rage, Roderick Hare, Miguel Ortiz, Let's Talk Sports, Papillon Oger, Roderick Ham, Jason Morazes, Willie Maloney, Louis Cairns, Solima Ramirez, Danny Nascimento, Skird, Stephen Heffelman, Thomas Franco, Savage Sal, Tim Brown, Sean Schiffer, The Cosmic Nerd 24, Bruce Walters, and Austin White. Thank you guys so much for your support, and if you want a video shout out like this one, sign up to be a Gold Ranger member today. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this content, you know what to do. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. You can also become a member. Please join the fan club support team right now. We have a Blue Ranger power-up and a Gold Ranger power-up. This is an awesome way to talk with the fans. Join a fan club official chat group. You can also be featured in our videos. At the end of the videos, I will shout you out. That's if you get the Gold Ranger Power Up membership. Go check it out. Go support the fan club. We love you guys, and thanks for watching. Peace.
Hi, we're Bulk and Skull. We have been requested by the fan club to say something funny.